Tonight, it is part two, taking an in-depth look at a practice known as redlining right here in Buffalo. Historically, Buffalo has been one of the most segregated cities in America. This list is according to census data dating back to 1990, analyzed by the William H. Fry Brookings Institution and University of Michigan. The latest census data for 2020 has not yet been analyzed. Now, last night we showed you that Buffalo has a history of racial discrimination in loans made to homeowners. And tonight, I-Team Chief Investigator Charlie Speck digs into whether the problem still exists and what's being done to fix it as communities work to bridge the divide.
These places, they kill people because they cause unnecessary disease, death, and dying.
Dr. Henry Louis Taylor Jr. of UB's Urban Studies Institute is talking about Buffalo's East Side, where 85% of black Buffalonians live east of Main Street. He says the government systems that created that dividing line represent more than just a barrier to equality.
It was the institutionalization of white privilege.
Maps drawn in 1937 for a federal agency were used for decades to deny mortgages in areas where the poor and residents of color lived, a practice known as redlining. The Fair Housing Act of 1968 made it illegal to discriminate based on race when selling a home. But data reviewed by the I-Team show that inequalities still exist. The 7 Eyewitness News I-Team analyzed data reported by banks to the federal government. The data shows that in 2020, loan applications of black people in Erie County were denied at a rate twice that of white applicants.
Although we got laws, we got everything that says it shouldn't be there, but it is there. Why?
Twice in the last 6 years, Western New York banks were accused of racial discrimination in their mortgage business. In 2014, Evans Bank was sued by the state attorney general for excluding a large swath of Buffalo's East Side from its service area. Prosecutors were quoted as saying that Evans, quote, systematically denied its residential mortgage lending products and services to African Americans in the Buffalo metro area. The bank settled with the AG in 2015, agreeing to create a settlement fund to promote homeownership and affordable housing. Evans Bank spokesperson Kathleen Rizzo Young, who declined to be interviewed on camera, wrote in a statement, "After defending our good name for over a year as a small community financial institution with limited resources, we agreed to a settlement without acknowledging any wrongdoing." And according to a report from the State Department of Financial Services, Evans Bank now ranks first in the Buffalo-Niagara region in lending to majority-minority tracts.
There's almost been this acceptance of this as well. That's just the way Buffalo is.
Pastor George Nicholas of Lincoln Memorial United Methodist Church in the Maston District says those attitudes are hard to reverse.
There's no stated policy. There's no sign that says black people can't live here, right? But it's become part of the culture.
This year, New York State also reached a settlement with Hunt Mortgage Corp., which it accused of a significant lack of lending to minorities in Buffalo and Syracuse. Hunt agreed to develop a special financing program for minority neighborhoods, and state officials said they found no evidence that Hunt intentionally discriminated based on race. Some banks are also making efforts to reverse the effects of redlining. M&T Bank for years has supported the Westminster Charter School and Buffalo Promise neighborhood, and was recently rated outstanding by the federal government in minority lending. And 3 years ago, KeyBank opened a branch in a neighborhood historically underserved by banks.
We identified that there was a hole in services on the east side of Buffalo.
KeyBank Senior Vice President Kawanza Humphrey says the bank holds financial education sessions aimed at increasing financial literacy in underserved communities and has invested more than $40 million on projects on the east side. The day the East Delavan branch opened in a vacant former Rite Aid, neighbors stopped in to thank KeyBank officials for putting down stakes.
The feedback is stellar. I cannot tell you of any community that has provided a warmer welcome for us.
For the I-Team, Charlie Speck, 7 Eyewitness News.